He got an early release from jail because of the coronavirus. Now a former Weld County inmate is accused of attacking and strangling a woman. Hello, I'm Kathy Walsh. Thank you for joining us. 36-year-old Christopher Vecchiarelli remains on the loose. Dillon Thomas broke the details of this story this afternoon on CBSDenver.com, and he's now live in Windsor. Dillon, I understand the judge was warned something like this could happen if this inmate was released early.
And Kathy, the district attorney's office warned the judge that weeks before his release, he could have been an actual threat to the community, a risk to say. And weeks after being released, once again, the Windsor Police Department was called, this time on report of a suspected strangulation and assault. The police department says Mr. Vecchiarelli, was the suspect in that case. And now the search is on for his whereabouts.
This is just another example of what could happen when we release inmates early before they've really served their sentences.
36-year-old Christopher Vecchiarelli is now at the center of an assault and strangulation case. Court documents obtained by CBS 4 show he had been released from jail early amid COVID-19 concerns.
Christopher is on the run from law enforcement.
Vecchiarelli was jailed in February for a DUI and child abuse conviction, sentenced to 2 years with a mandatory 60-day stay. In a statement to a judge supporting a lawsuit by the ACLU, he accused Sheriff Steve Reams of doing absolutely nothing to protect inmates from the spread of the coronavirus. His defense told Judge Michelle Lynn Meyer she had, quote, a moral responsibility and duty to reconsider the sentence, citing the risks of lethality of COVID-19. The district attorney's office objected, saying the defendant was attempting to leverage COVID-19 to elude the consequences of his actions, later warning the judge Vecchiarelli was a high risk.
There were some serious public safety concerns about his release.
But the judge granted the release in part, citing COVID-19's impacts on the work release program. Weeks later, the assault allegedly occurred.
She sustained a fractured arm, bruising to her arms, legs, and her neck. She said that she had been strangled.
Police and the Weld County Sheriff's Office are now searching for Vecchiarelli. The Sheriff's Office telling CBS 4 they believe this all could have been prevented.
We're all worried about the release of inmates early, regardless of what the reason is. We should have been able to keep him at the jail to keep something like this from happening.
Now, I did reach out to 2 different lawyers who have represented Mr. Vecchiarelli in the past on this matter. Both have not responded to my request for comment quite yet. Following our report, District Attorney Michael Rourke reached out to me and provided the following statement saying in part, quote, it's extremely frustrating to see that convicted criminals are being released back into our community just to immediately reoffend. Later on adding, quote, it is a complete slap in the face, referring to victims and the justice system. Live in Windsor, Dillon Thomas covering Colorado First.
Thank you, Dillon.